Hello, and welcome back to my 5-year plan playthrough of RP-1, X programs and launch complexes. So in the last episode, and joining me now is Maximal as well. And in the last episode, did the communication satellite thing got one more coming up, just barely going to miss the confidence threshold. Sad.
I thought you were going to be able to soft cool down your way
Oh
into
yeah,
better.
yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Um, you're absolutely right. Especially because this didn't have the change that we just shipped. So it's starting 60 days ahead.
Yeah. Well, that fix was in the prior contract, of course, so it didn't affect this one.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
All right. So now I just have to wait until I can afford to how much it costs. I guess it's somewhere around 6,000-7,000.
Yeah, your last rocket was like 6,700, so can't imagine it's much different.
Why does it keep saying contains experimental parts? That's so confusing. I think there's a bug with how we. Yeah, I think there's a bug with us not actually properly unlocking experimental parts. Now is what that is. 6430 except this payload is going to be different. $128 units. 93 units. That's more doable. And those parameters are also more doable. All right, sure. Okay, so we want something like 6,500.
You might want to reduce your construction to get the money fast. Excuse me. Hopefully I'm not going to be coughing too much.
Ah, you're doing all right. All right, so that ran out of juice. Let's tracking, kill it off. Okay. We could reduce the construction, but I want that stuff to finish. Like, I'm not sure it really matters either way.
Well, sooner you get this rocket flown, the sooner you take crude orbit.
Oh,
So
yes. No, you're absolutely right, aren't you? You're very correct.
it's okay.
as usual.
This is my talent, limited as it is.
Yes, the difference between 16 days and 3 days is significant. All right, the real question is, what is the actual payload randomness here? The fact that it's random and doesn't have any change in rewards is kind of goofy. It really is just slot machine.
Yeah. I guess it's another one for. I mean, I think I could fix that.
Yeah.
Not too much trouble.
Yeah, you can just take the round random 80 to 140 to just 80. And same with the orbital parameters.
Mm-hmm.
Given that we're going to change that, what I might just do is accept. I think we actually probably do want to do 90, so it's not the identical requirement. 90 or 100.
Sorry, what do you want to make it do?
So it's not the same as the first CompStat contract.
Sure.
There's 10 each in these. Yeah. That actually materially decreases our delta V. Not great. $500. Don't think 500 grams makes a material difference. No, 1 meter per second. Let's look at reducing the antenna. Let's see. That also made no real difference.
Not sure if we should kill the random orbital parameters on these things too. I mean, yes, you'd also want to play contract roulette to get the
Yeah, but
best
it's not
of
as
those.
severe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it has some variety. And also, like, it's interesting where sometimes, like, the relevant trade-off is higher apogee, lower perigee. Like some LVs are better in one way and some better in a different way.
Yeah. There's also just no trade-off mechanic here. It's all just
Oh, it's just pure random.
it's just pure random.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to the math that was determining a reward from this. It would be
It was removed because we had fixed rewards in the spreadsheet, so I think rather than normalized to the fixed reward.
yeah. Yeah, normalizing to the fixed reward would have been a better idea. Oh well.
No, I mean you can get it from the legacy branch.
But we're redoing these contracts anyway. This is one
Right.
of the ones that PAP would be, yeah. So
Well, yeah. I mean, figure out what to do with the commercial stuff. I don't suppose this has another configuration note. All right, how bad does it get if we put two of them here? All right, I probably am going to have to sim this just to know how it works. Because I'm not convinced that's enough delta V to do what we need to do. But maybe it is. All right, let's do free attach. Um, Oh yeah, and we need to stop at stage stuff. Flight path angle and attach at. We'll attach at 120, I guess.
Where do I find RP-1 Legacy? It's not.
There's a branch that says pre-PLC.
Oh, okay.
All right, if we attach at 120, what do we get? Yeah, I definitely need a sharper pitch program.
Yeah, you're not moving that fast at 20 kilometers. And PVG is so impressive. I love it so much. Is Lamont here now?
Probably. I don't know who's in the chat. Nobody said anything. But I'm perfectly happy to praise PVG when Lamont's not here too. Yeah, so we're already at 3,000 kilometers. Oh yeah, we're not lacking for performance now. Oh right, it didn't actually disengage the autopilot. Yeah, the amount of delta V you save by having a lower attach altitude is really quite impressive.
Yep.
And conveniently, Principia is tweaking our orbit to have a higher perigee rather than a lower one. We could afford to go to an even higher inclination too.
What was the AP required?
I'm not going to know until I accept the contract right before launch, but I'm going to presume it's somewhere around 4,000 or 5,000 kilometers. But I have to keep rolling until I have 100 units or less of payload.
Mm.
Okay. So we're at 6,600 and 1,000 kilometers perigee. Cool. Okay. I'm happy. Good enough.
Why did you wait to disconnect your apogee raising stage till you did your perigee raise? That staging was weird.
Yeah, because I think the staging got busted at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, because I would have like expected to hit the.
You kind of pushed it along and then it fell off.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, that was busted. All right, let's do it. Why does it think I haven't unlocked the service module? That's the bug. Oh no, because that moved node, that's why. So it was experimental after all. What's untooled? Why are the service modules... Oh, I lost the tooling because it got pushed, because it thought it was an unbought part. All right. That's obnoxious. I'm probably going to have to write an upgrade script for that. Oh, it's only 334. I don't care. Oh, right, but 334 is... Oh, did I already... Ugh. Okay. All right, now we can go back to this. Except no, we can't. Because... Oh, yes, I need the admin building immediately. Is what this actually is. Because I can't accept crude orbit until I have the admin building upgrade.
Oh, did not realize.
But that's fine. Seven, 6. All right, that's fine. And we're going to be able to build up enough of a cushion that we can afford to roll the thing out.
Yeah, it's important.
Okay, that all seems fine. Okay. Right. Gonna save it. And then we'll be good to go. We'll put a trickle into this. Okay, that's getting rolled out. Oops, how much is that gonna be? Yeah, 53, okay. So good we didn't spend much more than that. The next thing I need to do is start building or integrating. Yeah, I do it too. Lunar 1. So now we have to tool some stuff. $141 kilograms, that's fine. How long does it have? 19 days. I don't think it needs to last 19 days. But if we're running our comms all the time, it's not going to be 90 days. Oops, wrong one. It's going to be, yes, that's right. We were assuming we would run this the entire time, which is going to be broadly correct. All right. The next question is, how much do we underfuel this so we can put it in orbit?
I'm goofing around with those contracts in the background, so
Okay.
fine. Keeping only half of my attention on what you're doing.
Oh, good. Oh, this is concerning. I don't actually have the... I have the delta V if I could do a direct ascent, but am I going to do a direct ascent? No. All right, I could do a D-74. 76. Okay, and 70. Burn time 285 seconds. All right, the burn time is already basically correct. That's concerning. Okay, 52, 37 is not a lot of meters per second. what am I forgetting here? Guess I have to do it this way. All right, this is very concerning. Because I'm not sure I can actually do this. But I'm also not sure how I would do a direct descent.
So you can't put that thing into.
I mean, let's find out.
No restarts. You've got no restart. It's presumably on the RD-105. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Rocket Band Twitch. I'm going to attempt to fly a lunar impactor mission with this when it's actually time to do it. I have to simulate it now to see if I can even do this with the tech that I have. All right, so we need to stop at stage. This is stage 3. Really showed off stage 3. We'll park at 160. Inclination. It doesn't really matter because we have to launch at a launch window anyway. I have no idea what my pitch program should be for this because I haven't flown this before at all. So let's try it.
About the same as the other one. You didn't really add that much more mass.
No, I added another like 3 tons.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's less than 1% of all up wet. But
Rocket Band Twitch, you don't need to teach Nathan about how to get to the Mun. It's more about whether his launch vehicle can be configured to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first part being that you're mentioning the Mun, which doesn't even exist here. Let me point out that there ain't no Muns here.
Yeah. Also, he's launching from Cape Canaveral, which is not on the equator, so it gets more confusing than just going to the Mun. And also, the moon is not on the equator either.
Yeah, this is not actually like I'm just seeing if I can get to a parking orbit with this payload.
It's not just upscaled. There's a lot of differences between playing
Yeah.
RP-1 and playing stock.
Yeah, it's like the difference between playing Star Fox and playing Kerbal Space Program. All right.
Playing air combat versus playing DCS.
Yeah.
You can't just barrel roll your way out of all troubles. War Thunder is significantly less complicated than DCS. I mean, it's more of a sim than air combat is, but then what isn't? So.
You mean Ace Combat?
Ace Combat, yeah.
Okay, I was wondering.
Yeah, Ace Combat,
yeah.
sorry.
Or Tom Clancy's Hawks or something.
I mean, if Ace Combat is a 1 and DCS is a 10, I'd probably put War Thunder at 4.
I'd go a little higher than that, but yeah, somewhere in the middle. Did you ever play the Third Wire Sims? I can't remember.
No, I don't think so. No.
Like Strike Fighters Project 1 and Tour of Vietnam. It was the 60s era sidequel to European Air War, which was sequel to 1942 Pacific Air War.
Most of the hardcore flight sims I played were pre-2000, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this needed more of a pitch program. I mean, Kerbal is a design game. This is closer to a design sim. Like, you have to worry about ullage. You sort of have to worry about slosh. You have to worry about aero and thermo. You broadly don't in Kerbal. I guess we didn't need quite as much.
Carnival, pretty close.
Well, that's exceptionally wrong. Why is it?
I didn't spell it wrong. Right.
Why is it deeply confused? Maximum iteration succeeded. That's scary.
Weird. What for?
Yeah, that's not correct, but velocity to go and time to go look correct, so.
If you thought your dream was interesting, you should check out the anime Wings of Onamise. It has similar plot elements.
Question is, are we going to take more than 700 meters per second in gravity losses? And the answer is we're not. So I think we're going to be okay. It is July 4th, 59. In 3 months, what's our launch window gonna be? 59. One. Three. Probably the October launch window in 59. Oh no, wait. We've got Butcher's Lunar transfer planner thingy. So I can launch at any time. But I don't know what inclination I'm going to need to fly and what my transfer delta V is going to be like. Oh no, wait. Why did that snap up to... Oh no, no, PVG is just gone bonkers. That's all.
Yep.
All right, well, that gives me reasonable, like, we're borderline, but we should be able to do it. I don't know why PVG got confused, but yeah, shame Lamont isn't online for this one. We'll do the slightly off thing, and we'll go to 29 degrees, sure. 7.3, we'll leave it at that. All right, that we should have spare. Okay, so yes, we have the performance we need. Even probably 35 degrees we can get away with, I guess. Give it a shot. See if we can manage to be less confused this time. Flying a better ascent this time, I think. No, we're still not pitching over enough. Well, that's cutting it fine. Does mean yeah, we didn't pitch it enough. Yeah, our margin will be better if we don't take such steering losses on ascent.
Restart the sim now, or watch it play out?
No, I want to see if we make it. We are going at 35 degrees, so that's iffy. That will need that much. For a 4-day flight, 35 degrees was a reasonable estimate. That's cool.
Yep. Nice.
Although my guess is that the transfer will be more expensive than 3140 or whatever I would expect it to be. Although 3183 is going to be plenty, I think, given that I think a minimum energy transfer in Principia is somewhere around 3130. So another 50 meters per second should be plenty. Yeah, we're holding. All right, I have reasonable confidence. I could always go to 145 if I really get worried. That'll, with a shallower ascent, that'll work out too.
Yep.
Real annoying thing is the dry mass on this is so high because the utilization is so low. Also, the avionics are way heavier than we need.
You could shrink the tank marginally if you want to.
I mean, we're looking at 3.5 tons there. We could change this to... let me change my... no, my staging held. It's fine. What if we did 4 tons? That shaved 100 kilograms. None of this is actually enough to matter.
Mm. I'll check those changes on the comsats after I get a chance to test them to make sure I didn't work up
Cool.
syntax errors.
Oh, you know what I just realized? This sucks. We can't afford to start integrating this yet. Bet. Nope. You were right. I should have saved up more.
I'm surprised it's that much more expensive. Is something untooled?
Well, yes, something's untooled, but that doesn't matter. Because first of all, the diameter's tooled. And second of all, even if the diameter weren't tooled, I need this reserve to pay for the launch.
Sure.
So, blurg.
Yeah, I was just surprised that it's 3K more expensive. I don't know what would be 3K more expensive unless your avionics is untooled.
Oh, maybe I didn't actually tool anything yet.
Yeah.
That's plausible.
Although, of course, you're going to have to tool the avionics anyway, so you're going to lose money then, but...
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not, because I have credit.
Oh, okay, well then maybe you can start integrating it.
No, I can't, because it'll use up almost all the funds I have, and I need like 2,000 or 3,000 to pay, because the launch cost of this alone is like 5,000.
Mm-hmm.
And my budget surplus is
not enough.
Is not a surplus. Even if I weren't constructing, it would still be negative. So, yeah, we'll just do it. It's fine. Yeah, it only cost us a week. All right, let's get a contract we can do. 112 is close, but no cigar. 85 we can do. We can do that, and we can do that. Inclination above 47, we can't do that. Oh, sir. 46. Oh, I bet the minimum inclination is much higher on these.
No, they vary between 30 and 50.
God. Why did we do this?
I don't know. Even in the old one, there was no benefit for having higher inclination.
Really?
It was just.
It was just okay. Yeah. 31 degrees, 107. Getting close.
Mm-hmm.
44.
I'm getting rid of the minimum inclination change too.
All right, can almost do that. I feel like the few hundred meters per second. Yeah, I bet we can do that. Let me do a little math. So 939. Yeah, about 250 meters per second, which is almost what it would take to go polar, which means going to 45 degrees, we should be able to do just fine. So sure, let's take this one. And look at that confidence. Much higher. Okay, so we want 43.5. And I want to launch into the day. Okay. Stop at stage 4. Don't shut it off. 4. Final flight path. That looks fine. Five. Let's try that. Seems good to me. still don't have a steep enough pitch, shallow, aggressive enough pitch program. This thing really needs an aggressive pitch program.
At least it's closer.
A little closer. I should have switched over to the new engines. Get some data on them before the first lunar attempt. Still got a minute left. Off. At least this has the fixed staging now.
Way to force a contract generator to be available even if you don't meet the requirements.
I'm not aware of a way.
Yeah.
Okay, that time the auto... Oh, right, autopilot disengaged correctly. The burnout thing. All right. And like that. Up we go. Tiny little bit of atmospheric drag. fine. 2. Okay, we are now comsatting.
Congrats.
By satellite. Okay, that gave us a bunch of confidence. We can now accept crewed orbit.
Did you finish the admin building?
Yeah, finished that before this rolled out, actually.
Cool.
By confidence. It was nice knowing you. Crewed orbit. On fast. That's a bunch of funding. Okay. And Rocket Bandwidth for perhaps the best example of why this isn't actually just normal KSP. There's what we've done to the admin building. All right. So that did some very nice things to the budget. $1.2 million a day, almost $40 million a month. All right, so we can speed these back up. Get tracking station out of the way. Well, it will take a while, but don't actually need it for this. Give you the next thing is to load up our Lunar thing. Oh, I bet we didn't actually, yeah, that's why. That's why it's showing as experimental parts, because I never actually unlocked the stuff.
Which stuff?
Like that antenna, because I never actually queued this up.
You're right.
We're neither, because there aren't actually any Kerbals involved. All right, I want to look at the reliability difference in these engines. Yeah, we really should have started flying the other engines a mission ago. Because that would have been very nice. Yeah, there's the tooling to be done. Yeah, the avionics were untooled, so it was 2K. That's why. I don't think it really matters. I mean, let's give it a shot and see what happens. 3183 and 12200. Man, that made a heck of a difference. That was like half the dry mass of that stage.
Yep. I thought you said it didn't matter earlier.
Yeah, I was wrong. The applications, I hadn't hit apply, apparently.
Oh, yeah. You hadn't changed anything, of course. I thought it didn't matter because it didn't matter to the stack. Although now you can get rid of some fuel too.
Yep. All right. Yeah, that made a significant difference. That gave us 50 meters per second more on the first two stages and 50 meters per second more on the upper stage. And I'll just, I guess, tool the avionics again later when I need more. Okay. Okay. Let's be done with it. Okay, we spend a bunch of credit. Spend more credit. Okay. Looks about right. Our RCS configuration is peroxide. That's fine. We don't have. We're about to have TL1 RCS, but we don't have it yet. All right, let's get the money as fast as we can. Start disintegrating. Oh, 76.59. Thought it was 74.59. Yes, now we can. Let's see if our launch succeeds. It's looking slightly iffy because we're at yeah, 77% chance of success.
Yeesh. Well, could be worse.
Yep. It could have been an 80. It could have been the like 60% chance of success that it was before.
By the way, I do like that you made programs cheat activatable. Thanks for that.
Yep. Yeah, that was the original programs GUI before I took over the administration building. Just I left it in as a something for bug support.
Yep. Pretty cool. Didn't have to traipse my way through a bunch of programs just to activate one.
Yeah. What's budget looking like now? Still pretty solid.
Oh yeah, that's really solid.
Yes, almost $500 million a year. I hate 11:30. But you know what we can do now? So
What's
first of
that?
all, we can start upgrading this. And second of all, we can actually hire enough engineers.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Because we're only at a third, like a third of the engineers for this complex. Can also hire more researchers. Well, as soon as I have some money, that is.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do the warp to funds dance for a bit.
Now this is fine. All right.
May your hiring cost go up? At least.
Yeah, because I have Chalamet's Design Bureau.
Gotcha.
OKB 52.
Right. Yeah, I think we talked about that before.
Yeah. Because I'd mostly finished my hiring and then I was just getting the efficiency gain. Don't really want to pay a bunch of rep to remove though. Yeah, the rep penalties now are actually non-trivial. I made that change. What's my max efficiency anyway? Huh? 100. Okay. We're nowhere near 100% efficiency. Oh, because we were running with low engineers for so long. Yeah, I really need to be able to launch at a more rapid pace so I can get some science around Earth. All right, now we're half full at the launch complex. That's much better. And we've shaved a whole month off the integration time, that launch vehicle. So let's, I think we need to build a backup, which I could have done. I could have waited a little longer first, but I'm not messing around.
Backup R7 complex?
No, a backup
Backup
of Lunar 1.
Yeah. Still messing with contracts.
Yeah. Bye-bye. And we'll go for the impact as well. Oh, and it gives us science. I forgot I added that. That's nice. Okay, 21 days. Okay. Let's do this. All right, so even if the first one fails, we're not totally hosed in terms of wasting researcher time. I'll hire some more. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out how to use this thing. The first window is in 2 hours and 12 minutes. The real question is does first window, well, oh no, we can tell from, bet we can tell from the tracking station. Oh, do I want to be? I want to be. No, there's another Principia release. Cool. CI is fine. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. We're pretty close to. The moon is actually quite close to its going to be at DN, which means yes, get AN, which is great.
Cool. Easiest time to do it.
Yep.
I just pushed those changes too, so.
Cool. Sounds good. The actual relevant 1959. Oh, so we're actually 7 days past. Nope. No, I lied. We are. Yes. We are 3 days before it reaches its DN. Which means
basically
that we
perfect.
can't we can't actually burn directly at the. We can't do exactly the thing we want to do. So the inclination we launch to is going to matter. But it's fine.
Why is that the case? I mean, I thought it's there in 3 days. That's basically where you want it to be.
So it's 10:29 at 5:46 a.m. UTC.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking 2 days and 20 hours, which is a really hot transfer.
Okay.
What Lunar Transfer Planner is giving us is a flight time of 4 days.
Right.
Which I'm going to prefer because it gives us more science.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it's close enough to the actual canonical transfer. Close enough. Okay, so we're talking about 28.55, which is basically due east.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. .55 on 160 by 160. Stop at stage 3. Optimize 3. 160, 61, 28.55. Patch alt. Doesn't actually matter in this case. Target unreachable? What do you mean target unreachable? And to check attach altitude for some reason. That's super confusing. Well, we definitely have excess capacity.
Yeah,
we do have like 50 meters per second spare. All right, let's go.
Why would you have to check attach altitude?
Don't know.
Okay.
Son of a gun. I didn't bring a thermometer or a barometer.
I guess there's always the next one.
Yep.
I mean, if it works, you'll get plenty of science anyway, so.
Yes. Yes, it's not like we won't get that science at some point.
Yeah, that's a tiny amount of confidence from. You'll get that where it matters too. Hey, Alex Hudson.
Hey, Alex. Oh yeah, we have tons of spare Delta V. Off we go. And we'll see if I remember how to plot a TLI burn with Principia.
Yeah, there I can't help you at all. Yeah, could have gone up to 180 or something, but 60 is safe. Since I only have to get to the DN. Okay.
Now, want well, this is interesting.
What's that?
I thought there was a. Oh, there we are. Select target celestial. The moon. Okay. Plan length, we want 4 days, 8 hours. Add a maneuver. Something like that. And the plotting frame is supposed to be MEO. The maneuver frame, we keep ECI. And the time, we scrub. Time to the DN is about 16 minutes. Oh. Right. Active engines. Somewhere around there. Oh, apparently we're exactly the opposite from the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Cool. 59 minutes. So, yeah, that's closer. Some more velocity. We have an impact.
Cool.
All right, I have not forgotten everything I know about Principia. It's convenient. Annoying thing is that I can't really remember how to tell where the sun is going to be at impact. Oh, that's interesting.
Based off that, you're gonna hit on the dark side. It looks like it'll be hitting on the dark side, even after 3 days of rotation.
Quite possibly.
Like, you wanted less delta V?
Yeah, I think I did want less. Yeah, that's fine. That's better. All right, let us go ahead and
Did it create that maneuver?
uh,
Add maneuver, bottom right corner.
no, it was showing that ball wasn't checked.
Oh, okay.
No, add maneuver was what added this maneuver.
Gotcha.
All right, let's editor, execute next, print.
Sounds fun, Toa. Are you doing it in stock? Or is this RORS? What's this?
College, which would seem to.
Heavily modded stock is
Still stock.
okay. Gonna say it makes no sense, but sure, I guess a certain light, yeah, it does.
I mean, it's why discussion of non-RO goes in other games on the RO Discord.
Why is your maneuver node not?
That's how Principia works.
Okay. How do you know when to shut it off, or is it gonna do it automatically?
MechChip's doing it automatically,
Right.
or at least it darn well should be.
I was just mostly curious if you were making a Breaking Ground Canada arm or a modded Canada arm.
Here we go. Bam.
Nice.
Okay. Right now, maybe we actually have an impact. Wow, is that chugging? What's going on? Flight plan. Plotting frame selection. Oh god, I apparently forgot to rebuild RP-1 with release bins, so it's just been spewing. Well. Let's look in MCMF. That's actually looking pretty good, all things considered. Like, I'll take that impact.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we've spun up just enough to give us a little bit of stability. Shut that. And 4 days and 13 hours, our impact is in 3 days and 9 hours. That's all fine. So we'll have plenty of electricity. Alex, that's the thrust to weight ratio of that engine is fairly low. I mean, the thrust in general of that engine is fairly low. Like we had a 2-minute burn for 3 km sec, which not too far out of whack. But the specific impulse was high compared to a early hypergolic American engine, which meant that the burnout acceleration was a little lower. But yeah, I think partly it's just also MechJeb is a little better than it used to be. Okay, we're in space high. We're transmitting a bunch of stuff. got some records. Altitude record. Cool. Yes, already we have a bunch more science.
Yeah, with more coming in soon.
Mm-hmm. And we're now in the lunar sphere of influence. And yeah, we're going to have a dayside impact.
Yeah. I mean, before you had it kind of grazing the ball in the back, but
Yep.
also it looks like you'll still be in comms all the way down.
Should be. Okay, we got the lunar flyby. Um, okay, we're space just above the moon. Pretty parallax moon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we lost comms. Hit the moon real good though. All right. No, Mr. Bond, you're absolutely right. It would be nice to have much better graphics. And not just the same Heartbeats explosion. Space Gazette. We impacted the moon. Alright, well, we reached the moon. And we impacted the moon. Kaboom.
That's quite a goofy picture, but sure.
Yep. And we have a bunch of applicants. Sweet. That's confusing. Okay. All right. That all is great. We have a bunch of science. We have a bunch more rep. We're finally closing in on halfway through our rep quantity instead of a third. We're still low. Got tons of money. So yeah, that's a great place to stop. I'm going to call it quits there.
Yeah, you're doing well. Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining. And thank you everybody for watching. I'll catch you next time. Night.